Alright, welcome back to our runs of the Final Fantasy XIV story. So if you have just come from the MSQ video, welcome back. If you are starting with the side quest video, what we are doing is we are running two characters as an experiment, and we are comparing if you do all the side quests in and other side content in the areas versus just doing MSQ, what the differences are between characters. So I am working on Sonja Sidesasch, who is our side quest character now. Oh, I was standing on I was standing on top of a booth, or not a booth, a stool. All right, let's go. Momodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. I always thought it was the Quicksands. Before you go charging off to find your fortune, I have a few basic tasks I'd like you to perform so as to help you get to know the place. First of all, I want you to visit the Aetheryte Plaza. To get there, head west from here till you reach Emerald Avenue, then look to the north. You should see a giant floating crystal called an Aetheryte. If it weren't for Aetherites, traveling around Eorzea would be a damn sight more trouble than it is. Of course, you still need to attune with them before you can use them, so be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. You ever attuned with an Aetheryte before, Sonja? If not, just lay your hand on the thing and you'll see what I mean. When you've done that, I want you to pay a visit to the Pugilist Guild over at the Platinum Mirage. Assuming those weapons of yours ain't just for show, you might consider training there. And finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange over on the Steps of Thal. Goods from all across Eorzea and beyond turn up there every day. You'll have no trouble finding armor, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You might say that everything's for sale here in Ul'dah, as long as you've got the guild. Just make sure you don't pay more than you ought, Sonja. There's plenty as won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself, especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests, which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Cesaroga and give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you about the markets once he's read it. In short, then, visit the Aetheryte Plaza, the Pugilist Guild, and the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Simple. Oh, but before you go, a word of advice. While there are more than a few unsavory characters out there who'll try to take advantage of you, there are also some honest-to-goodness problems who you should consider offering a helping hand to. They're honest. There are also some with. That's what it is. A lot of folk are lured to this city by the promise of wealth and power. What many of them fail to realize is that instead of chasing Gil the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, you should speak with the smith over yonder. Those lads always have some good advice for up-and-coming adventurers. Otherwise, that's it for me. It's past time you got going. Oh, and let me know when you finish, will you? That way I won't spend my days worrying that you're down to your small clothes without a guild to your name. And like I covered in our episode 0, anything that I read with Ludwig, I will not be reading with Sonja. So anything where it's the same thing that I have already read in one video or another will not get, like, reread. Alright. Greetings, I'm one of the smiths, a stoker of fires and forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I've been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. I see you've recently taken up the adventuring mantle. These possibilities stretching out before you must be positively daunting. In the Adventurers Guild, you see new adventurers as fledgling heroes. You are champions of tomorrow, our nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow smiths and I are here to provide you with guidance, but the guild also enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share with you their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by their title of mentor. Mentors stand ready to advise you on any aspect of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belts and will likely have a solution for whatever dilemma may be causing you trouble. A mentor may even offer to accompany you on your adventures. I highly recommend that you take advantage of a mentor's aid to enrich you in your experiences in Eorzea. Pray do not hesitate to ask me if you would like to know more. The new adventurer status is applied to all players who have recently begun their adventures in Eorzea. Amongst Eorzea's thriving population, there are seasoned players known as mentors who have taken it upon themselves to assist these new adventurers. When a new adventurer and a mentor form a party, they both receive a bonus to experience points earned. Upon invitation by a mentor, new adventurers also gain access to the Novice Network, an exclusive chat channel where they can consult with mentors and share their experience with other beginning players. Perfect. Wait, I am off. Alright, so this Reddit out quest right there is unlocked at level 70, as you'll see here, level 70, the Killer Instinct. So I am going to skip that for now. And off we go. We are on our way. So, just like I did with Lud, I am going to make a quick stop at the delivery Moogle to pick up all of my garbage. Alright, Wymond. Wymond would like to know what you think of Ul'dah. So, how are you taking Ul'dah, Sonja? Make any new friends in high places yet? Well, when you have the Sultana's ear one day, I hope you won't have forgotten about old Wymond. Long as you're here, mayhap you can do me a favor and take this missive to Josias at the Platinum Mirage. It's just over yonder, and the man will even give you some gil for your trouble. If only all work in the city was this easy, eh? Again, so here we have a level 50 and a level 80 side quest, so I'll have to skip those for now.
Adventurer, might you have come at the behest of Miss Momodi of the Quicksand?
Oh, that's the voice I gave him, huh?
Excellent. Which brings us to the matter of the atonement fee. It'll be 100,000 gil, if you please, madam. Apologies, but I do so relish the opportunity to make that jest. The look on your face was absolutely priceless. But the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests to me that you are unfamiliar with the use of aetherites. Allow me to explain. These crystalline agglomerations tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Perchance you've heard of return and teleport. Well, these transportation spells make direct use of aetherites and their connection to the flow of the aether. Given that there is an aetherite in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune herself to each and every one. But even if you have no intention of wandering beyond the Sultan's borders, it would be prudent for you to attune yourself to any aetherites you encounter from now on.
I think I've lost where I was at the beginning of this voice.
I pray you found that informative. Should you wish to learn more about aetherites or transportation magic, I should be happy to answer your questions.
You attune with the aetherite! Woohoo! Oh, look at that. Yayakuta. Yayakuta, the merchant, is visibly perturbed and in need of some assistance. Tell me, what brings you here, friend? Looking for a bit of work, perhaps? Some small job to add a little weight to that coin purse of yours, Well, you're in luck. The pugilists have just placed an order with me for several of the leather gloves and harnesses they use for sparring, but the traders are cruel, for I find myself lacking the hides required. Would that I had the pelts of a few snapping shrews. What do you say, friend? Care to help a merchant down on his luck, Bring me 5 snapping shrew pelts, and I promise to make it worth your while. You can find the creatures roaming Central Thanolin. Alright, I'm going to start with just science. Do you have business with the Platinum Mirage this evening? A missive from Wymond? Alright then, let's have a look. Bird is barren, let the hounds feast. So it goes. Oh, this? Well, you see, the guild is often contracted to provide protective services. Unfortunately, for this particular petitioner, Wymond's investigation has revealed his finances to be wanting. Many adventurers like you don't mind working for free, but we have a business to run. I myself have 4 mouths to feed, so this bird will have to fend for himself, I'm afraid. I don't know where to go with this one.
Greetings, and welcome to the Pugilist Guild. I see you already walk the path of the pugilist, yet your journey has only just begun. I highly recommend you add your name to a roll, for there is no better place in all the realm to train our discipline than here. Your origins of pugilism as we know it can be traced back to the staging of barehanded bouts at the Colosseum. These contests attracted fighters from far and wide, bringing their myriad of styles crashing together on the bloodsands. Amidst this chaotic intermingling of styles, there rose pugilist's singular strength of skill. This woman made it her life's mission to master every form she encountered that she might refine her art. Among her many song-worthy exploits, we pugilists remember her participation in gladiator tournament most fondly. Back when barehanded fighting was still senior pack professor, she took off a really armored gladiator and that really best of a lot of them. Word of her feet spread across the realm like wildfire. Of course, and Ul'dah swiftly transformed into the center of pugilism. People flocking from all over to train on the masters. This woman's name was Cornelia. It's her pugil skill knows its existence. The art of practice here is measurement all encompassing style, and this training home all of it. And there it is, a brief history of our guild.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh. Dead on.
I can't wait to hear what words you come up with, yes?
Chronic psychosis.
Chronic psychosis.
It's not chronic psychosis.
Oh, God.
Scarring alopecia.
What was that?
Scarring alopecia.
I've told this tale 1,000 times, but God, it never fails to fan the flames of my fighting spirit. Now then, should you wish to proceed with enrollment, you must first thank the guild members. Really let me know if you like me to... So, are you ready to present yourself for the Guildmaster's Act? Master Harmon is the greatest pugilist of all time. For long years, man ruled the Bloodsands as Holy Fist, though he has since retired in favor of training also fighters. You'll find him in order to live out. Go now and show him the fighting spirit that burns within you.
Oh, man. I am going to pick Gelter up real quick. Gelter does not like the way you're looking at him, but will let it pass if you deliver a message for him. Hey you, I saw you looking at me. You got something to say? Huh? No? Well, I do. You know Dee Lotta? Short broke, never pays what he owes? Yeah, that bleeding horse. Tell him to pay up or I swear by the 12, I'll beat him so hard it'll feel like the second coming of Dalamud. If I see that little shit's face, I'll end up pounding him into a bloody pulp, like it's not. So you go and tell him.
Last time you got your arse back here. Well, what did the dancer have to say about my proposition? Eh? You're not my errand boy. There's no dancer. There never was. Not doing anything indecent, I swear to the gods. What? You're here to enroll? Well, why didn't you say so sooner? My capacity as guild master, I'd be glad to give you a primer on the art of hand-to-hand combat. Doubtless you already know this, but we pugilists fight with our fists and feet. While these don't deal as much damage as a blade, it hardly matters when you can land several blows for each swing of the sword. While we lack in destructive force, we more than make up for in speed and cunning. Under my guidance, not only will you master striking techniques, You'll also learn to string them together to deliver an endless flurry of blows. Only through such fierce combinations can pugilists realize his potential. Yeah! Cracky, I'm spent from all this talking. You ought to speak more or less. Give me a chance to catch my breath. But where was I? All right, join in the guild. Before you do so, I must warn you that the path of pugilists is long and arduous. Do you believe that you got what it takes to go the distance? Be honest with yourself now.
I can go the distance.
Yeah, you have fine spirit. I can see it in your eyes. I see no reason to deny you a place in these halls. Welcome to guild, lass. For first, let's know why you test out your fledgling skills against the vermin of Thandlin. Get out there and put down 3 marmots, 3 hornets, and 3 shrews. Return here when the deed is done.
All right. Oh, there's Didilata. Oh, gods be good. Kilter's goon. All right. I'll give back every gil I owe, I swear it, but no more beatings, I beg you. Look, I haven't got the gil on hand, but I do have this ring. Ain't much to look at, but it'll surely fetch a high price. It was my dear departed mom's wedding ring. God's rest her soul. But she'll understand. Show it over to Mamane over at the ossuary, and you'll get your coin. Erasmus of the Thaumaturge's Guild is preoccupied with his studies, but his brow is furrowed in a way that cries out for help.
I am Erasmus of the Order of Nelbthal, and I am charged with studying the anatomy of this region's fauna and the environs in which they dwell. For the dark art of order is death itself, and power over death can come only through knowledge of life. One day I shall publish my findings in a single comprehensive volume, The Many Breaths of Thanron. But there is much work to be done before that day. Aid me, sister, bring me 5 bottles of marmot blood, and I perhaps shall name you in a footnote. Marmots are hardy creatures that thrive nigh everywhere. You'll most certainly find them just outside the city in western Thanron by way of the Gate of the Sultana. Do take care, they can be feisty little critters when threatened.
There's Maman. Greetings, adventurer. What brings you to the Arzaneth ossuary? You wish to sell this heirloom on behalf of Didilata? Very well, it is most unfortunate when such drastic measures must be taken, but undoubtedly so, doubly so, when the item in question is a fake, and such a gaudy, poorly wrought one. Also, you do know that appraisals are not free. Normally, this fee is subtracted from the agreed value. Alas, considering the negligible value of this ring, I'm afraid you'd still owe us. However, since this is rather unusual circumstance, we shall waive the fee just once. No need to concern yourself with the bauble. I'll personally see to its disposal. Hihito has had enough of her husband's poor work ethic and needs someone to whip him into shape.
How can the ossuary demand such exorbitant contributions every single moon? It's outrageous, I tell you. Don't they understand that a woman has needs? How do they expect me to pay for rouge and sun-soaked dresses and feed my marmot? Oh, if only I had the foresight to marry a more ambitious man. This is all his fault. If he just worked harder and showed some initiative, surely he'd be rewarded, maybe even promoted. If things don't improve, it won't be long before I join the beggars in Pearl Lane. Save me from this cruel fate, I beg of you. Speak with my husband Bobanima and find some way to motivate him. You should find the Colosseum entrance, wearing one of those ridiculous outfits.
Oh my god.
I am Bobanima. Congratulations, you found the world's worst husband. That is, if you believe that harpy I have for a wife. She never cooks, she never cleans, she just gallivants around spending my hard-earned money. And now I see she's speaking ill of me to bloody strangers. Well, if your hell's bent on meddling in my affairs, you can assist me by taking some of these Franz the Fair flyers and posting them on the walls inside the Colosseum. Got a long night ahead of me standing out here, so won't be getting to it any time soon. When you finish, go and tell Wolken at the Gladiators Guild. He should give you something for your trouble. Key items can be used on targets by first right-clicking on the target, then right-clicking the appropriate icon from the Key Items window and selecting Use. Alright, I'm gonna go into the Gladiators Guild, or, sorry, the, area outside of the Gladiators Guild, the Colosseum. And then with the amount of side quests in here, I'm actually going to call it for the night. I'll come back tomorrow, which will be no time at all for you, and continue this to try to catch up to where I am on Mr. Miscue's lot. But as you can already tell, it is quite the different type of experience when you're doing all of these side quests. So wish me luck. We have a ton of quests to pick up. Here we go. Ah, what have you done? Your kind has no business to even look at a lady such as I. Such shocking, unbelievable insolence. And now, look at how my gill is scattered across the ground. Pick it up, right this instant. Lady Genevieve wants you to gather the gill which you caused her to drop on the ground. I do think I've read this one before, so I'm going to skip it. Here we go. Actually move the mic a little bit closer to my mouth, so I'm not stretching all weird. And this one needs a fair flyer. I don't know if it's easier to do these one at a time or not. Because I'm kind of doing it the way... Oh, I didn't even read that. Okay, I need to reset. I need to think about the way that I'm going about this. I need to do one quest at a time, I think. God, that's so much back and forth. But I have to think about the content. Alright, one at a time. We will do Unholy Matrimony, which is to post the flyers inside the Colosseum. Something that my friend Walusa told me about is if you target, like if you have a quest basically that has one of these Unholy Matrimony example, one of these like little things next to it, you can actually use the item from right there. You don't have to open your inventory and click on it, or right click and then select it from your key items, which is pretty cool. Right, so that is Unholy Matrimony. Now I'm going to speak with Wolken. Oh, another side quest has opened. Wolken? You helping Bobanima? Well, ain't that charitable of ya. Franz has gotten pretty popular of late, and his fans keep stealing these flyers and taking them home as souvenirs. Ah, so you meant Bobanima's wife. Now I understand. Sorry to hear you got caught up in all that. If you ask me, they're made for one another. Not that it's my place to judge, mind. Any road, we appreciate your help. Oh, nice. And he has another side quest for me. Wolken of the Gladiators Guild is muttering frantically to himself about an infestation of ladybugs in the region. Carried your ass in here looking for work, eh? Well, you're in luck. Just so happens I've a deed what needs doing. Wild ladybugs have been wreaking bloody havoc on the outskirts of town. Something in the air of late's made 'em ornery as an aurochs in rut. Ain't much for fighting on their own, but in numbers they're more than a match for any merchant who's seen more days at the teat than he has on the battlefield. Well, what'll it be? Fancy putting down 4 or so of the bloody buggers, don't ya? Okay, I know I just said I would do 1 quest at a time, but he's right here. Zazariku needs an adventurer to pick up an order from the Goldsmith's Guild. Have you come to wish me luck? I appreciate the thought, but there's no need to worry. What? You don't know who I am? The next biggest thing that's coming to the Colosseum. Zazariku is my name, and you'll be hearing all about my exploits in the coming days. I've even thought of a title for myself, the Garnet Gladiator. Ah, which reminds me, I've yet to collect the circlet I commissioned from the Goldsmiths Guild. You wouldn't mind picking it up for me, would you? Alright, so I am going to, real quick, attune to this beautiful aetherite. And then looking at our jobs here, we have to go to the Goldsmiths Guild. So Ul'dah, notably, is the worst. I can't navigate this place to save my life, so it might take me a minute to figure out where I'm actually at in the context of Ul'dah being Ul'dah. So please forgive me. This might be... I usually have my maps up in most cities, but I generally know where I'm going. In Ul'dah, I have no idea where I'm at any point in time. So you'll see me get lost or run into walls or whatever. Zazariku's circlet? Just a moment, miss. Oh dear, this is so embarrassing. I'm afraid crafting the circlet to Zazariku's exact specifications has proven somewhat difficult. We ran out of garnets halfway through our work, and we're still waiting on the next shipment. I hate to impose, but would you explain the situation to Crooked Haft at the Miners' Guild? My records indicate that he was supposed to deliver the gemstones yesterday. Mayhap it slipped his mind. So now I'm off to... Did I did. Now I'm off to the Gladiator, or the Miners' Guild, which is right here. Another side quest, but I will skip it for right now. We're doing one at a time, one at a time. Oh. That was weird. I'm trying to drain a pint, so hurry up and speak your business. She wants how many bloody garnets? 7 hells, lass, they don't grow on trees. But more than that, this lad what fancies himself the next Franz the Fair ought to worry less about style and more about swordplay. Any road, I'll do my part to ensure the little bastard gets bedecked in all the goddamned garnets he can afford, and if he dies in his first fight, well, at least he'll leave a pretty corpse. Fantastic. And now, we must slay ladybugs in Western Thanolin, which I can get to, by going to the aetherite. Which I can get to, no idea how. That's how. Alright, back at the aetherite. Oh, look how cute you are. / pet. Thank you. Her name is Tiamat. I'm like, she's so adorable. You know. Depopo Depot? Oh, look at you. Oh, look at you. Yes, dude.
Onion. Onion core. Oh my god. For context, my FC on Famfrit is also called Onion. That's amazing. He doesn't look like an onion at all. He should be a Lalafell. Where am I going? Got completely distracted by the Lala. Going to Western Thanolin. That's so cute. I like when the Lalafells have, like, wind-up names. Hey, experience points. Alright. Get out here. What do I need? Ladybugs. While I'm out here, I'll get the other ones, which look like they're marmots as well. I do only have one attack right now, which is always fun. Oh. I spoke too soon? Oh, no. Still one attack. Do I have any? I do not. Okay. I was wondering if I had some food to go along with this. Might fast forward through this, make a murder montage or something. I don't know. Do people just want to see me hit one button over and over? There really isn't much to say about it, it's the thing. Wait for that to clear. I just need ladybugs. Take it, I'll take it. Pugilist forms! I finally get something I can read! Unlike other melee classes, pugilist weapon skills are used to cycle 3 unique battle forms, which dictate the flow of weapon skill combos. Many pugilist weapon skills will either change your form upon execution, or require you to be in a certain form to execute. There are also weapon skills which will grant damage bonuses when executed while in a certain form. The 3 types of forms are as follows: Raptor, Curl, and Oppo-Oppo. By successfully changing your form from Oppo-Oppo to Raptor to Curl, precisely in that order, you'll be granted an increase to attack potency as well as other additional effects based on the weapon skills executed. Swiftly flowing from one form to the next, as the situation demands, is key to becoming proficient in the art of the monk. Okay, so if I'm being honest, we might lose a couple of the lovely voices that I was doing. The last time I was engaged with the game, I did get sick in between recordings. So I have no memory of the voice that I did for Mr. Erasmus. Let's see here. I can't remember. It wasn't like a nasally one. I think he had... Did I give him chosen voice? I can give him chosen voice now. The blood. Have you brought it? That's like not even chosen. Hold on. Impressive. Impressive. Yes, yes. This shall serve nicely. By virtue of your toil, I am one step closer to publishing the many breasts of Thanolin. Thank you. Take this as recompense. Go now, and may the traitors smile upon you. get a good piece of gear. So like I have probably explained before, I'm just going to take the gear or the gil that suits me best. So we are going to go with this level 5 strength and dexterity thing, even though I currently cannot equip it as I am level 4. And then we are going to turn in the Gladiators Guild quest. Back in one piece, are ya? It's about bloody time. I admit, you look as though you just picked up a sword yesterday, but you handle yourself well enough, I'll give you that. And here, I'll give you this as well. Ain't worth a night in Ul'dah's finest pillow house, but I'm sure you'll find a use for it. I'm similarly going to take the level 5 gear. Okay, Way of the Pugilist. It is time to jump on it. That is that other side of Ul'dah. Some hornets to mortar. Looks like we have to do in 3 of them. I'm gonna try my combo for the first time. Yeah. Doesn't mean anything to me right now, but that's alright. Still gonna execute it, because I know how this game works. 1, 2, 3 combos are where it's at. I feel like I'm gonna get to a point where I'm like rewinding and slowing down myself saying, I know how this game works, and then playing it over a clip of me failing at knowing how this game works, but you live and learn. You live and learn. Alright, we have snapping shrews, and it looks like we gotta do in 3 of those as well. Alright, 2 hits should do it. Again. I'm lost again and I'm scared. I think I have to go this way into Ul'dah. I do have to go back to the Pugilist Guild twice, so that's good news. And then it will be time to continue MSQ until I run into another side quest, is the way that I'm kind of looking at it right now. Wait, do they both have... I passed by this guy like 5 times. I didn't realize they were an elephant couple. Wow, they're beautiful. Ah, Yayakuta. Back already, are ya? Come, let us see what you brought. I brought you 5 shrew pelts. Exceptional. These are fine shrew pelts indeed. Well done, my friend.
The Pugilist Guild is among my largest clients. I fear what would have come to pass had this order been delayed any longer. Take this. You've more than earned it. Oh, I got an achievement. Storyteller 1. Complete 10 unique quests. Nice. Oh, how was his voice? I did a really old person voice for this guy, I think. You're back, and none the worse for the exertion. Youthful vigor is a truly blessed thing. You gotten off to a fine start, lass. To help you on your way, I want you to have this hunting log. Within, you'll find the names of various creatures, opponents that you might hone your skills against. If you want to become strong, you mustn't neglect your training. I feel like I'm not doing an old person voice. I'm doing like a weird Heath Ledger Joker. You want to know how I got these scars? Indeed, a pugilist is only as good as the number of strikes he's dealt. Get out there, Sonja, and let your fists fly. When the time is ripe, I'll teach you something new. There's no limit to the potential of youth. I look forward to seeing you come into your own. Ha ha ha. The next pugilist quest will be available from Hammond upon reaching level 5. I have great news. I'm about to reach level 5. Oh, I got marmot steak. Guildmaster Hammond wishes you learn the basics of combinations. You've been training hard, Sonja. I can tell by the lightness of your steps and the strength in your fists. I reckon you're ready for your next lesson. But before we begin, some warming up's in order. For this, I've scattered some gil across Ul'dah. I want you to run around the city and pick it all up. Please, I need you to take your axe and go hit a rock. Oh, man. Now, that's my money lying out there, so I want you to go about it like there's an Emulja warband on your heels. So, in other words, I want you to sprint. Of course, you can't go on sprinting indefinitely. Your body needs to rest a while after each burst of speed. This may sound elementary, but I'm telling you this to demonstrate a point. As a pugilist, it's essential that you learn to pace yourself in a fight, else you're liable to get worn out. And when that happens, the fight is over. You'd be sorry if you would bet on yourself. Okay, I guess I am looking for scattered gil. But this is good because it does give me an opportunity to try to track down more side quests. Although I'm not seeing any on the map right now. Oh, I'm level 5. Also, I can equip my gear. Put on my recommended gear, and then create a gear set. Oh, wow, Majestic Girth Queso. Oh, I fell pretty far. Wow, yeah, you need to jump. Oh, I see it now. Man, if I was a Lalafell, this would be a lake. I'm sure it's fine. Scooby-Doo is that? Is that Cyber Chase? I'm pretty sure that's Cyber Chase. Have a good Cyber Chase. I will say. There's another guild coin. Oh, was I supposed to be sprinting while I did this? Pastu, if you don't say anything, I won't say anything. Let me make sure I'm attuned to this aetheryte right here. I sure am. Perfect. Perfect. Just headed back into the Pugilist's Guild to speak to Hammond, who says,
That's my money lying out there. I'd thank you to hurry and pick it all up before some vulture swoops in. 500 gil? Crikey, this is good for a week's worth of, well done, Sonja. Now that you're all warmed up, we can see to your lesson. A trial, to be precise. Take yourself to Scorpion Crossing in Western Thanalin. There you'll find 4 large stones, the Tridal Stones they're called. I want you to deal each of these stones a solid boot-shine combo. The impact will arouse the earth sprites that sleep within, which you must then defeat. If you find yourself hard-pressed, there's no shame in running away. You're still learning the ropes, after all. Once you've gotten your wind back, you can hurl yourself into the fray again. And remember this, strike spring down opponents, but it's your footwork that keeps you standing. Now off you go, Sonja. Good luck.
off I go indeed. I believe he did say Western Thanalin, so I'm gonna head out this way. Ooh, I have hunting log stuff and I can actually do it now. Woohoo! So, just for additional context in terms of my other character, I have yet to do any piece of MSQ, and I am now level 6. Like, I haven't turned in, I believe this is the level 2 MSQ quest. No, it's the level 1 MSQ quest that I have yet to turn in, and I am at level 6. So, we're making good progress despite not doing MSQ on everything except for, of course, the story. Oh, I need it. Oh, there it is. I thought he said that there were 3 trial stones, but maybe I can't read. Cool. Alright, let's see what Hammond has to say about that. The Pugilist Guild. Ooh, we're getting a little cutscene.
So you've given the earth sprites what for? Well done, Sonja. By smiting stone and earth, you've forged unyielding weapons of your fists. You're a nigh endless fount of vigor, Sonja. I just like myself in my younger days.
This must be the promising recruit you've been telling me about.
Well, of course she's promising. She's under the training of Hammond Holy Fest.
Hee hee, that's our Master Hammond.
Sonja, I don't believe I've introduced my assistant yet. This is Choo-Choo Dough.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. As introduced, I serve as Master Harmon's right hand, though there's still much more I have yet to learn. Together, let us strive for mastery of our art.
Choo-Choo Dough joined the guild soon after I was made its master. She's my very first student, as a matter of fact. Well, there was one other, to be sure, but
Let's not dwell on the past, Master. It was Sonja's bright future we were discussing. Which reminds me, did you collect the guild from her? My gear's rather worn down, and I do need the money for repairs.
Yes, Sonya's future is bright with us indeed.
if she keeps up her efforts, she may well become the next Holy Fist. Train hard, young one, and grow strong. When the time's ripe, I'll have another lesson for you.
Cool. You get a custom-made shirt. Ah, +9. Ooh. Let's do that. I feel like I get boots more frequently from side quests than body pieces. Oh my god, it's terrible. Pink is not her color. I don't know if she has a color. Just being inexcusably rude to my character. Now we are off toward the markets, and then we will stop and grab any side quests on the way, and I will try my new tactic of editing. Ooh, Gladiators Guild, Goldsmiths Guild, Weavers Guild. Okay. So I went as far as the Miners Guild, so I'll start heading back toward that way. Oh. Bitter Snow's eyes are those of a man in love, wrought with worry and doubt. He appears to be waiting for someone who has yet to arrive. What could be keeping her? My beloved Yellow Moon and I promised to meet at this very spot, but 2 bells have passed and I've nary a word from her. Gods, I hope she's all right. As much as I wish to go off and find her, I simply cannot. What if she were to come in my absence? Please, would you search for her in my stead? It's possible she's somewhere near the Weavers Guild. She always enjoyed watching the... By the gods! Do you think she's left me for someone more dapper? I try not to look a bumpkin, but I've no mind for fashion. So we are headed off toward the Weavers Guild. The Calamity Salvager is right here, and the Recompense Officer. So all of these are seasonal items. Where you can, like, any items that you have from, like, I'm trying to figure out how to explain it. Any items that you have that you, like, accidentally get rid of, that is specific to you and it's like a unique item, you can get it back from the Calamity Salvager and the Recompense Officer. Minor Disaster. I like that name. We're going to attune to this Aether right here, make travel a little bit easier for us. And then run over toward the Weavers Guild. This one's a little easy because I can just drop off this quest at my next stop. And here's Yellow Moon. Byragont, be good, just look at me.
This hair, this outfit, they don't match at all. I look atrocious. What was I thinking? Oh, I can't let Bitter Snow see me like this. Maybe that last tunic was best after all. Or, no, perhaps the blue. Bitter Snow is waiting for me, but I haven't anything to wear. Ethelwine appears vexed by his work at the Weavers Guild and is in need of a helping hand. Something in a cream? Whatever should I do? This dress, I just can't seem to finish it. Oh, the design is flawless, absolutely flawless, of that I have no doubt, but I simply cannot settle on a color for the life of me. How would you like to conduct a bit of field research for me? I'm dying to know what color the ladies of Ul'dah are wearing these days, especially on the Hustings Strip. And when you're finished, please call on Leusu at the Alchemist's Guild. The woman is a wizard with dyes. Have her cook up whatever color you find the most popular. Juliana of the Weavers Guild finds herself at a troubling loss of manpower. If it's work you seek, the Weavers Guild welcomes you. Indeed, your timing is impeccable. A soiree is to be held with all of Ul'dah's elite in attendance. Once the invites went out, the orders came in, and that with a fury. Every lord and lady from Cape Deadwind to the Cinderfoot is demanding the latest fineries. I need hands, and I need them now. Yet, I cannot spare the time to go off in search of them. Would you care to aid us, friend? I ask no more than you welcome to our doors any willing souls you might find. Come on, let's see how you fare. Show me your warmest welcome. So I will do /welcome in the chat for Miss Juliana. The mediocre welcome emote at best. Excellent. I dare say I would work for you myself. Now hurry off. We need those people. Okay, we are going to do /welcome. Work at the Weavers Guild? I'd be lying if I said I weren't interested. To whom might I go to inquire further? The Weavers are recruiting. Finally, my chance to become a famous designer. So that went well. That went well. Got these two lovely lines. I appreciate the offer, but I must refuse. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stitching and whatnot. So the Weavers need help, do they? Sorry, friend, I'm all set for coin. This guy seems like he's at work, but we'll see. Weaving work? Take a look at me, friend. I'm a bloody guard and on duty, no less. Move along now. We were right after all. Go turn this guy in. You've returned. Well, how'd you fare? 2 potential recruits, you say? Welcome news. I only hope for their zeal for fashion will show in efforts for the guild. What we do here may seem all silk and satin, to be sure, but the work within these walls is far from easy. And that, I suppose, our trade is unlike any other. Oh. I don't see any other side quests, so I am going to continue running this way.
And we are going to be continuing Vox Populi, searching for the most popular colors in Ul'dah. The most popular color of late? Well, all colors have their merits, of course, but if pressed, I'd have to say red. Why, any color is perfectly fine for a dress, you silly thing, so long as it comes off easily at the end of the night. Oh, man. What color is in fashion? Well, I must say, I'm just back from Gridania, and I find there's a certain verve to verdant livery. Green, you bloody idiot. Best color for a dress? Well, you know what they say. Once you go black, you never go back. Oh my god. I did not expect that. Yellow. What fairer color than that in the name of the fairest maiden? Yellow moon. Oh, yellow moon, how my heart pines for you. Oh, but she likes that. She likes that other fella. She was all worried about how she'd look for bitter snow. So little world building things like that is why I like side quests, is because they give you like tiny bits that make people feel more like people. There's never a shortage of white dresses on our Ul'dah ladies. Surely it's the most comfortable color to wear under this murderous sun. He's got a point. Oh, Cornell. Personally, I've always had a thing for a motley of red and green overlaid with stripes of purple and dark brown. I can't relate, Cordell. Red, ever and always. This is Ul'dah, my dear girl, where the sun beats on your back with fiery fists, and the sins and sands are hot and unforgiving and everywhere at once. We Ul'dahns live for our passions, and our lust for life is surpassed only by our lust for lust. I am going to attune to this beautiful aetheryte. Amazing. Oh, is that not? Nope, I'm just silly. It's in here. There we go. There's Leusu. You're here on behalf of the Weavers Guild, are you not? Yes, Ethelwine said you'd be along. Well, what color is it to be, then? It sounds as though you have 2 votes for red, 1 vote each for green, yellow, white, and black, 1 abstaining, and 1 vote for a motley of red and green overlaid with stripes of purple and dark brown. By no means a resounding victory, but I suppose red it shall be. I have some catalysts I've been saving for such an occasion. Mark my words, I'm going to concoct the most vibrant red Ul'dah has ever seen. Alchemy may look arcane and esoteric to the uninitiated, but it is grounded in naught but science and experimentation. Indeed, I dare say it does more to advance culture and civilization than nigh any other discipline. Alright, Aelwyn. Aelwyn has need of an adventurer to help him test a revolutionary new medicine. Yes, yes, yes! At last my work is complete. Mark my words, this formula will revolutionize alchemy as we know it. With just a sip of this tonic, even raging fevers will be instantly extinguished. But I must needs test it, adventurer. While I produce more, I bid you take this batch to Pearl Lane, a man there named Landbert. He is trusted by the other refugees. Persuade this Landbert to take my tonic and give it to his people. I require nothing in exchange. After all, if it's truly effective, it'll be a tremendous boon to the advancement of the alchemic arts and mankind at large. I do like how in the beginning of the game, the side quests all sort of lead you to very important places in, the starter cities. So, like, this right now is taking you all over Ul'dah, which I'm sure helps considering how confusing it is. Like, right now I thought there would be a staircase, and there's not a staircase. So, oh, I think it's over there. Okay, I'll go around. I think I got this. I don't know, though. It might be closer to go this way. Wait, what's over there? What's the steps of Nald? Oh, that goes back over there. Oh, God. Here's land. Medicine for the sick? Ha, we're not fools, lass. We know full well what that bastard Aelwyn is up to, but we'll accept his medicine nonetheless. Look at us. Beggars can't be choosers. Might be as it's a mere experiment to him, but to us it's a matter of life and death. If we gotta choose between this bastard Swail and nothing at all, is it really a choice? Nice level up here. Lambert wishes to offer you a small token of his gratitude. Few come here by choice, and fewer still bearing medicine. Your kindness shouldn't go unrewarded. This vase is important to us, but I want you to have it. It's just some old pottery, I know, but it might be valued by collectors of cultural artifacts. There are men who are willing to pay good coin for such objects. If you go to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, chances are you'll find one of them. And here it is, the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Yay! Oh, you have attuned yourself to all the Aethernet shards in Ul'dah. The Gate of Nald, the Gate of Thal, the Gate of the Sultana, and the airship landing are now accessible as Aethernet destinations. Alright, let me turn in this side quest before I go talk to my MSQ holder. Welcome, welcome! What might a discerning lady like yourself be looking for today? Permit me to examine this vase of yours. I hope you did not spend too much coin on this trash. A flood of like items brought in by refugees has destroyed what demand once existed. The markets are fickle, my friend. If you lose sight of current trends, you stand to lose everything, as I once did. Market wards once bore my name until fate and hubris reduced me to this. For your sake, I pray that you do not have to learn this lesson the same way I did. Alright, Cesaroga. And you are? Oh! Newly come adventurer, but of course. Yes, I'm Cesaroga. What can I do for you? Ah, you would have me teach you the ways of the marketplace? Very wise. As for my fee, what? You expect me to do it for free? Surely you jest. My dear adventurer, when you ask an Ul'dah for a favor, you should at least try to make it worth his while. Judging by your garb, I rather doubt you could afford my services, but the fact that you offer nothing is laughable. Give him this letter straight from Momodi. Oh, Mistress Momodi instructed you to seek me out, did she? Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable marketplace in the Sultanate. Being advantageously situated in relation to the other city-states, Ul'dah's markets have served as both the literal and figurative centers of Eorzean commerce. All the great overland trade routes lead to our city, and the majority of maritime trade between Vilbrand and Aldenard passes through our ports. Because of this, countless companies and consortia have chosen Ul'dah as their base of operations. They see to it that this marketplace is awash with their merchants and moneylenders day and night. Anything a man could ever desire can be purchased here, provided he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, adventurer, a deadlier sword perhaps, or a shinier trinket. Whatever it is you want, the exchange will have it. To the north, you'll find merchants peddling armor and accessories, curatives and crafting materials. And to the south, you'll find weapons, tools, and an assortment of other useful items for sale. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content, but do try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where coin is concerned. Ahem, that is all the complimentary aid you shall have from me, and far too much for my taste. Best regards to Momodi. Now, off with you. Alright, MSQ wants to take us back to the quicksand. It seems like it might be time to go. I'm not seeing any other side quests over here. Your tour of the city, Sonja. Get lost, did you? Aye, well, Ul'dah's a big place with lots to see and do, but wandering around aimlessly don't pay the bills. If you're serious about making a living here, you'll need to remember where things are. So when you go exploring, explore like you got a purpose, eh? All right, then. All that's left is for you to work hard, make money, and spend it right here at the quicksand. Momodi of the Quicksand wants to introduce you to a certain someone of the Ul'dah dispatch yard. Well, young'un, how you finding our fine Ul'dah, then? Got your bearings about you yet? If so, mayhap it's time you ventured beyond the city's walls. The bustling streets of Ul'dah are one thing, but the wilds of Thanolin, that's another altogether. I know a bloke you might fancy speaking to, and name him Papa Sean. You'll find him over at the Ul'dah dispatch yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. The dispatch yard's over in central Thanolin. Just head out the door across the hall and you'll see the Gate of Nald staring right back at you. Pass through it and head east. You'll come upon it before long. There's dangers beyond the wall, though, more than I'd care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you, but feisty enough to attack if you draw near. Don't say nobody cared enough to warn you. Hey, we have a couple more side quests. Kekezani is shirking duty and could do with a wake-up call. Sure, darling, you can come for a ride. Huh? Where am I? Who are you? And more importantly, where'd she go? Oh, bugger me. Did my shift start already? The hell's with it. I'm bleeding exhausted anyway. Mind taking this to Gigi Nasu at the dispatch yard outside the city? He'll probably give you something for the trouble. Botolf finds himself at a loss after realizing the package he carries is not his own. Oh, I cannot exhale on the mic like that. Pray, let me catch my breath. I went all the way to Scorpion Crossing for a package, but only just now realized I've returned with the wrong one. The way back is so far. I simply can't. Would you make the trip back in my stead? I'm sure some poor soul at Scorpion Crossing is missing this package. I haven't the breath to tell you the way. Go and see Memishu. So we have MSQ is over at the dispatch yard, so we'll start with Mimishu down here. But before I do that, I am going to possibly end this episode here. If I don't, then I didn't, but I have to do a time check to actually compare. I don't want to run too much longer than what I spent with Ludwig. So things could get a little weird depending on the quest time, just to make sure the episodes are about the same length. But we shall see. All right. Cool. Be back.